Right, and he realizes, wow, if a club comes up, I get it all.
Literally. Yeah, yeah.
He lost ace-king versus ace-king. He lost that one. And while he was dominated with the king-queen, his opponent had to flop that against his queen-7 when he 3-bet. Hey, those of you in the chat, who's going to be our big winner? Who's going to be our biggest loser today? Let us know. Let us know who do you think is going to be the biggest winner tonight and how much, and who's going to be the biggest loser tonight and how much are they going to lose? We are just an hour into our show, so the fireworks have just begun.
Yeah, I'm rooting for my man Hank. Just have to respect
the white.
You just have to respect a man that shows up in a suit to play some high-stakes poker.
I respect the set. Garrett with a set of 7s. He might get some of this back right now. Ruske with top pair.
Yeah, absolutely love to see it multi-way.
Checks through. Andy picks up a flush draw. So Andy with the nut flush draw. Garrett with a set of 7s. Ruske with top pair. Garrett checks it.
Behave, Stanley. Okay.
And Andy checks it. Oh!
Wow.
It is just...
Wow, maybe it is not your night.
Now Ruske's like, well, I guess my queen is good. I got 2 pair. I'm going to bet for value, right? I mean, it's checked through twice.
Yeah, queen of hearts blocker as well.
I mean, it's amazing.
2 pair.
You look at the bottom left corner of your screen, you look at the cards, you look at the board, and you think, wait, no money has gone in on the flop or the turn. Garrett just calls. Now the question is, how much does Andy raise to, and does he get paid off?
I like 5x here, something like 20K, 24K.
Now Andy checked back the turn, though.
24,000. Yeah.
I mean, you kind of wonder how big this pot could have gotten had Andy actually bet the turn. Now, just a reminder, no money went in on the flop or the turn. This one checked through. Yeah, they're going to use these time cards. Players have 30 seconds stacked on their hands. Try to keep this game going.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to reverse engineer. You know, how many offsuit ace-X does Andy actually have on the button? Not many, if any at all. We'd have to specifically be looking at something like ace-Jack-O with the ace of hearts, which just doesn't really need to turn itself into a bluff.
Then the question I'll ask you after that is, how many times is he checking back the nut flush draw on the turn?
4 ways, I think, or close to 100% of the time.
Okay.
Especially on that turn card where, you know, he just never really has 8-5 or many hands that check flop and want to bet turn. Unless it's specifically pocket 4s. Grim for Asuka, though, with the queen of hearts, but I think he's definitely good enough to get away from it. Just given the way the hands played out.
He's going to use more of those time chips. He's really thinking about this one. And looks like Garrett's already made up his mind, but maybe it depends on what Ruske does.
Yeah, snap relinquish from Garrett, one would assume. What is Andy's like worst value raise here? Like, good fold.
That is a good fold. Ruske lets the queen jack go, and now it is Garrett's turn.
It hasn't been a great start. I haven't had a great start today. Yeah. I'm leaning towards just paying this guy off too. Fuck it, you know. I don't know. What's your name again? Seat 9?
10 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta think about it for a second. But thankfully, I used this young man's time to think about how I was probably gonna donate another 20 to this one. I gotta give him the money, right? I think I gotta give him this money. I can't imagine not giving him this money or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I cannot. Think about it here, I guess, for a little longer. Fuck, what do I do? What do I do? That. That too. Probably not. Probably not. I'll just pay him. I'll just pay him.
Leading towards call.
Yep, he does eventually make the call, and he sees the bad news.
Queen, heart, and jack.
And Garrett's horrendous start to his Friday evening continues.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? Thanks. That's him.
Kind of a nothing pot turns into a pretty big one when it was all said and done.
Yeah, that's arguably the most exciting river in the deck. Pinged off there by Sammy, the dealer.
Yeah, the Jack of Hearts. You give one player two pair, another player the set, and
Queen jack, and queen heart. Queen heart,
queen
and,
heart, not the jack.
and two pair, and you pay the 0 to see.